Hello and welcome. The project Transforming Higher Education prepared this series of videos on business education as part of a wider series on key success elements, which are critical to educating ethical leaders and problem solvers in an innovative way to respond to the challenges of the 21st century. Welcome to Part B of our Alternative Methodologies and Models of Business Education video. We shall be looking through educational programs and environments, business education methodologies, best practices, and the value of the entrepreneurial ecosystem. We will start by looking at our second educational environment, which is reality. Here, students engage in actions, challenges, real risk situations, and their applications, which are far more complex and dynamic. Within the real environment, there are three ways of integrating students into business realities as part of their university education. These are through entrepreneurial projects, through incubators, and through accelerators. Projects that are oriented towards learning how to create a business are an integral part of the university curriculum and are carried out in parallel to thematic courses that are necessary to learn theoretical concepts required to start and run a business. The goal of these projects is the acquisition of knowledge and skills and the development of an entrepreneurial mentality. There are two types of entrepreneurial projects. You've got short-term, which are much more limited in opportunities, and then you've got long-term, which allows for a much more complex and complete focus. The first type of entrepreneurial projects are those that are carried out over a short period of time, usually during a semester as part of a specific course, and it is very focused on developing business plans or learning certain knowledge or skills related to the course. For example, developing a marketing strategy or a business plan for a company that the students are interested in developing in the future. But because of time constraints, they are not able to implement the business strategy or plan. This is the reason that it is applied to early stages of a new business venture, which can later become input into other stages. The second type of entrepreneurial project have longer time spans, which provide more opportunity for the students to embark on a learning process based on reality, and can be carried out from a period that ranges from 1 to 3 years. An ideal business project would be included in the development of a business plan, its implementation including production, marketing, financial management, and accounting, business management, and a performance-based assessment in a real-world market environment. In other words, it allows times for the creation and operation of a real business where the students learn from real-life business successes and failures. As part of this experience, students will receive a financial loan to finance their business enterprise, conduct market studies, and evaluate financial and other critical factors that need to be monitored for the success of a company. This is experiential learning applied to entrepreneurship under ideal conditions. So let's look at an example. For a period of 3 years, the Entrepreneurial Project Program aims to prepare students to develop an entrepreneurial mindset that includes social, environmental, and ethical considerations in the decision-making process. Developing knowledge and management skills, it strengthens leadership skills and improves creativity and innovation. It also promotes food production and adds value. The first stage of the project corresponds to the planning and organization of the business enterprise, which is carried out during the first year of their studies. The students work on the confirmation of their long-term team or business partners, deciding who is assigned which positions within the business. This stage emphasizes the development of competencies such as role management, the development of responsibilities, as well as communication topics, creativity, conflict resolution, leadership skills, and teamwork, among others. Secondly, we have implementation, which involves putting into practice their approved business plan and operation of their business. They are responsible for all the components of the business and must frequently meet as a business team as they confront real-life situations that may affect all aspects of a business from production to marketing. The second level of entrepreneurial project focuses on developing critical business competencies, including leadership, conflict resolution, decision-making, and accountability. The final stage is the evaluation of outcomes from the year's experience of implementing the project. The project's objectives and experiences are evaluated, including financial outcomes, the impact on the environment, the marketing successes, as well as any setbacks and how the business responded to these as part of the process. The evaluation phase focuses on the development of competencies such as critical thinking, where self-criticism is encouraged through an oral presentation that is supported by a written document, accounting, financial, market, environmental, and social indicators. There is also an evaluation of a self-assessment among team members about their participation in the company. Final profits are distributed among the team after all costs have been covered, including interest, taxes, environmental penalties, and others. So to quickly recap, the project-based learning methodology is one of designing, developing, and implementing a project with the aim of solving real problems or addressing a task. Skills related to this entrepreneurial competencies include critical thinking, teamwork, oral and written communication, conflict resolution, leadership, business skills, among others. The second level that is implemented on a real environment are the incubators. A business incubator is an organization designed to accelerate growth and ensure the success of entrepreneurial projects through a wide range of business resources and services that it can include physical rental space, capitalization, coaching, network as an access to a network of contacts, and other basic services. It is characterized by being a voluntary and extracurricular program in recent university years and aims to increase the confidence of entrepreneurs. In the incubation environment, students engage in real actions, challenges, and risks, and their application in more complex and dynamic situations. One of the strengths of incubators is that students work in small groups to achieve common goals. A co-responsibility strategy is given to achieve group goals since one achieves their objectives if and only if the others achieve theirs. Thanks to the collaborative work environment, companies can acquire new knowledge as well as solve problems and perform tasks together. The incubators also offer students access to information and knowledge, mentor support, office space, internet access, plus an enabling environment helping to reduce the costs associated with launching a company. This increases the confidence of entrepreneurs as well as supporting them in linking search for resources and networks. The main competence that are worked on are related to oral and written communication, teamwork, interpersonal communication, such as assertiveness, empathy, overcoming, spirit, time management, leadership, decision-making, self-confidence, and conflict resolution. And finally, the third type of educational program environment is called an accelerator. University accelerators are organizations that offer intense limited programs in time and resources for solving specific problems. Young businesses can access benefits such as a free workplace, legal advice, expert advice, exchange of potential clients, help in raising capital, mentoring and collaborating with other companies in the process of acceleration. After the acceleration period is over, the young business regains their initial status as an independent company. We can say that an accelerator is an applied university for entrepreneurs, where small working groups are established and work is divided with the aim of solving a specific problem of significance for the participant. Accelerators are the third level of the undertaker, and in which mostly graduates or students with established companies participate. Accelerators are started to be thought of as an alternative to a master's degree for their complementary training experience to the university. In a quick recap, the problem-based learning methodology is implemented in small groups to detect, identify, and solve a problem, putting into practice their previous known knowledge. The skills that are worked on in this type of learning are critical thinking, teamwork, autonomy, creativity, oral and written communication, among others. So what are the best practices for entrepreneurial education success? Well, all successful incubation activities should be integrated into the context of the region. The resources available for financing entrepreneurial activities should be provided at a sustainable and realistic level. A mentor management team to oversee and guide educational actions is needed. Professors from diverse specialties and university administration must support entrepreneurial education efforts. A support unit, department, center, or area to facilitate entrepreneurial education actions and provide follow-up support is absolutely critical. And finally, the development, strengthening, and promotion of the business ecosystem is essential. A key success for any entrepreneurial program, methodology, and educational environment is the development of a functioning ecosystem which enhances and supports learning. All business educational activity must be carried out within a dynamic and flexible ecosystem that adapts the conditions in which it interacts, taking into account the systemic conditions understood as network, leadership, talent, finance, knowledge, and support services. However, for the ecosystem to function within the university environment, it is necessary to have macro conditions such as a conducive environment that continuously promotes and supports an entrepreneurial culture within the university environment where several disciplines and multiple actors are involved, a critical point in the ecosystem. It is also necessary to have critical physical infrastructure and demands for the services. In addition, agricultural universities that promote entrepreneurship must be clear that this does not belong to a specific area or department. On the contrary, all entrepreneurial education activities within the university must be an open space for multidisciplinary participation to result in the creation of value. Thank you so much for participating in our last video. We hope that you enjoyed this series and that it has been beneficial to all. Thank you.